One of the most storied venues in college football, Notre Dame Stadium in South Bend, Indiana. It's the Texas Longhorns and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Here in South Bend, this is one of the most revered college campuses and college football shrines. You know, touchdown Jesus, all of the excitement at Notre Dame Stadium. You hear the echoes of the Irish every time you step on the field. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. Fielded in the end zone, it's Simon. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Now here's Manning. Got his man. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. Burnt Orange burning some secondaries, working this guy down the field.
Yeah, making those big plays down the field. Texas, when you think about great teams, you think about explosive playmakers, making those big plays, keeping those defenses on their heels.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game.
He's into the open down the middle. The 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Longhorns! Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they close it in style with a 72-yard pass to the house. From deep, it's Mobley. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Now in motion. There he goes. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quick give. It's Danzy. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Enough to move the chains to the 43-yard line, and a first down for this offense.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Wide receiver going in motion. Makes his man miss.
How many ways can I make you think, right? First drive, out the gates, get it to my playmaker, going full speed across the formation with a touch pass. You better be able to adjust to it. Then when you adjust to it, I'm going to have an adjustment to your adjustment because I'm always right. I'm an offensive guy.
Finding some room. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Firing deep. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. Carr to throw for it on fourth. Blasted as he lets it go. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
Man, that is a big-time drop right there. Fourth down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe it.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Hits inside, it's Smothers. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
I think there's a couple of schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now softened them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
Oh, what a move to get open. Turning it on. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
Big play in the passing game there, and I like the receiver gearing down in the zone. Did a nice job finding the soft spot on defense between the defenders, giving the quarterback an easy target to throw to complete that throw.
Escapes the pressure going right. He'll pull it down and run. Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
And wings it incomplete.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. Manning trying to quiet this crowd. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Not willing to try that 55-yard field goal, they'll try to move the chains on fourth and short. Manning to throw for it on fourth. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab, he's got a first down. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the fourth down, and it paid off.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in it.
And down he goes. The protection good for a while. It broke down, and he could not get away.
It's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last two plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Oh, pressure's coming. Timed it perfectly to not get free and forces the third down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
This should be the last play of the quarter. Third down from the gun, Manning. Out wide left, it's Coleman. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead, and we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. From the red zone, it's Smothers. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Texas! Lining up to add another. And the extra point makes it 14-0. A 69-yard touchdown drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's Porter. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Motion from the wideout. Carr. Dumps it to the back. Caught. Still running at the 40. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Irish, after the chunk play through the air, back to the line. Takes the handoff. It's Young. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
From the gun, it's Coleman Williams. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? 3rd and 6 yards to go. To the air, it's Carr. Unloads to the right. Got him and nobody's close. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. Lining up for the PAT.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Going to the ground. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Extending the play. Trying to escape and get it himself. They bring him down after a gain of 7. It'll be enough for the first down, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running inside. It's Smothers. Makes a man miss. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
March Madness. They're all over him. Out wide right, it's Smothers. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
And that's just the little nuances of playing quarterback. When to use a little bit of touch, when to rifle it in there. He tries to rifle it in there and just doesn't match up the timing with the wide receiver.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smothers. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there.
Sometimes in your playbook, you have run plays that are called run-it runs. You leave the play on no matter what look the defense gives you. That time the defense was blitzing, but they just kept the play on. That is an attitude-type run that you can run into any kind of look, and it paid off for them.
On third down, here's Brown. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
He's got it, first down and more. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Here's Arch to throw. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Fires left. And they're not on the same page there.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz. Because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Going to work in the air, it's Manning. He'll take a deep shot here. Fires into traffic, picked off. Bringing it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
You know, it's really tough to complete the ball over the middle of the field. You got so many players in the way with linebackers and safeties, and you could tell the defender did a really good job reading the quarterback's eyes, breaking on the football, creating the interception.
And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. Will kick it away to crank up the second half. Deep in the end zone, it's Mobley. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Plows through the defense. Runs through a man. He might have some space. The 20. And he scores! Touchdown, Notre Dame!
And that is the easiest touchdown pass that guy is ever going to throw. The little touch pass, jet sweep, and how about the speed out in the open field? Man, David, quarterbacks love those. Those are stat builders.
And defensively, man, we've got to see that. We've got to adjust. Safeties have to be able to come down and play that jet sweep. It's frustrating when you see him not adjust. And then, listen, you could see it, the wheels. I mean, that dude had some speed when he got around the corner, and nobody could catch him. But defensively, we've got to see that a second sooner so we can come up and make the play.
Here comes the Texas offense. Now they'll try to answer that score with one of their own and regain the lead here in the third. Left side is Smothers. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Arch is going to throw for it. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
Manning tries to pick it up on 3rd down. Right side, it's Wingo. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Well, this quarterback normally makes defenses look very silly week in, week out with his speed, but he has yet to face a defense like this. This defense accepted the challenge. They have stepped up. They have been disruptive. They have been living in the backfield all game long. That already the 3rd sack of the game for this unit.
And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. Now here's Manning. Under pressure. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete. And all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Fourth down, Manning. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hind.
He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
Coming into this one, I thought this guy was going to be a monster. He's going to put up huge numbers. We know this is a big part of the offense week in, week out. The defense has done a great job clamping down on him. That is only his second catch so far in this game.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Quickly out to the tight end. And he's tackled, brought down at the 19. They're into the red zone with another first down. The Irish trying to strike gold in this red zone trip. Got him on the RPO. Runs through a tackle. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Straight ahead, it's Mobley. Got some room into the goal line. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. That one will give them the lead. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To throw, Manning. Back's got it on the screen. Oh, he's got some space.
Well, when it comes to screen passes, you're just trying to mix them in different situations, and I like it here. First play of the drive on offense, and you're dropping back to pass. You're letting the pass rush get upfield, seeing if you can just get one into the hands of your back, get some blockers downfield. You don't obviously pick up an explosive play, but you get some good yards on that, and you give the opposing defense now something else to think about. You've got these screens in your back pocket, and you're going to use it.
The run inside. It Smothers. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Unleashes one. The pass falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of this quarter. Through 3 quarters of play, and both of these quarterbacks have put up some stats. One final quarter to play, and a W in the win column at stake as we open the 4th. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Manning. This time he's got it. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield. The Longhorns have their offense in high gear. Dropping back, it's Manning. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. Picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Throwing Manning. Rushes on. Going to try to get it himself. Breaks into the open. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line. Just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here.
Fourth quarter, obviously, trailing in a football game, you're going to need this dude, your quarterback, to make plays. And you got to call plays like this where it's a pass, and he still takes off and gets the first down. It's his time. It's the fourth quarter. You're trailing. The ball's in his hands.
Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
When you're trailing in the fourth quarter, it's so hard to get drives together because the clock starts to be your enemy. Really heads-up play by the quarterback. Getting the first down, get out of bounds, and stop the clock.
Motion from the back. Here's Manning to throw. Turns it upfield. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage.
Unsuccessful 2nd down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively? Try to have success on 3rd down.
Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
After that incompletion, it's now 4th and short in the red zone. Decision time if you're the head coach. Just take the field goal, or do you keep your offense on the field looking to get 6?
Down in the final period in a tight game, and they will go for it on 4th and goal. Manning to throw for it on 4th. Touchdown, Texas! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. 75 yards on the touchdown drive, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Mobley. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he's stopped at the 14. Here come the Irish, back on offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Here's a big drive for this defense who will try to get a stop with just a few minutes left. They'll run it. It's Brown. They put the brakes on it. So the defense trying to maximize their clock management. They use the timeout here, and the 2-minute stoppage is coming.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Manning trying to quiet this crowd. He's brought down at the 11-yard line, and now is this 4-down territory, or will they take the chip shot field goal?
You know what, Reese, it is a great play, and I think they were a nickel, so they brought an extra guy on the field that has some speed, take a linebacker that's a little bit slower off the field, and you could see it paid dividends on that 3rd down.
And he got it! And after taking the lead, guys, we still have a big finish coming.
Well, the offense and special teams did their job, right? Here late in the fourth quarter, they put themselves now in position to win this game. It all comes down to the defense. Can they deliver? If they get the stop, they win this game.
Bunch formation for these receivers. Here's Carr to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Irish come to the line facing second and short. To the air, it's Carr. Out wide left, it's Flanagan. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
And that is perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays, don't want to give up those first downs, and just make that clock run.
Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Drops back on first down. Throws to the wideout. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
And that's a good job by this defense. The 2-minute situations can be tough, especially communicating, and you know they want to push the ball down the field, but a lot of times it's towards the sidelines. They protect the middle of the field, play great defense all across the board.
Throwing, Carr. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. That's got it. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. And I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Now it's second and goal. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Incomplete. They fought for it, but it just squirted harmlessly to the ground.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
They believe in their running game on third and goal here. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down. Defense will use a timeout. 22 seconds remaining in the game.
And this is tough. Second half of the game, you're down by...
All right, wait a minute here. They are going to send out the field goal unit and take what they hope is assured points. And it's good! And they tied the game inside a minute to go in regulation.
Man, that is a massive field goal. So much pressure on him. With just a couple seconds left here in the game, he knocks it through the uprights. It looks like this thing's going into overtime as long as your defense is not completely screwed this thing.
They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Arch Madness. Keeping his eyes downfield. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Well, it's the fourth quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked off.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Back to throw, it's Manning. Unloads to the wideout. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game.
This game right now is hanging in the balance. It's tight. It's close, tied here in the fourth quarter. One play can change everything, and that was a throw that the quarterback wishes he could have.
This offense has it with really good field position. Run in the red zone, it's Mobley. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. And he got it! A huge field goal, and they've taken the lead in the waning seconds.
It is a nerve-wracking feeling as a football player when the game comes down to your kicker. And he has to come through, and Palmer, he comes through with flying colors.
And you know in college football, no field goal is automatic. But there's no college kicker situation here. He drills that right through the uprights, and David, it looks like his team's getting the dub.
How much fun was that? Welcome to Autzen Stadium in Eugene. It's the Texas Longhorns and the Oregon Ducks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
When you talk about decibels, making it hard to play for the opponent, the first stadium you've got to think about is Autzen Stadium in Eugene, Oregon. This is one of the most acoustically challenging places for opponents to step onto the field. The loud and the proud, the Ducks make noise whenever opponents come to town. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. And the Longhorns will kick off first, and here we go. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Quick give. It's Hill. There he goes. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Gonna run it. It's Davison. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Here's Moore to throw. Between the hashes, it's Hooks. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
These are simple routes, the drag routes that go across the field, but they actually can turn into huge plays. You see all the speed on the outside now, wide receiver. You get in his hands quick, he can go make a play, make one guy miss, and maybe next time he can make an even bigger game.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Moore will throw. Left side, it's Johnson. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. The Ducks trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Look out! Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this D's giving up a lot of yards, and it looks like a failed possession, but right here they get a chance to save it. Nice job. They're forcing a passing 3rd and goal situation here.
Touchdown, Ducks! Quick strike through the air for the score. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Now here's Manning. Turns it upfield. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
Escapes the pressure to his right. Trying to make magic with his feet. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
1st and 10, the whole menu open. You can run the football. You can do whatever you want. You can tell they call a pass. He does a really good job in the pocket, just being a great athlete. Scramble outside, go get another 1st down, 1st and 10 again.
Here's Arch to throw. Right down the middle. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Manning. Rush right in his face. He's on the move. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
And, man, I love his courage to run the football. And I think it's necessary for the team. Sometimes you got to do that. But, man, see the surroundings, right? Like, knowing guys are around you. He gets hit late at the end of that play, and he got decked. You do not want to take those shots throughout a game. They will add up, and sometimes it will affect your throwing. That's too big of a hit to be taken for this quarterback.
Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, 1st down.
Looking for room, it's Smothers. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Manning trying to quiet this crowd. Moving out to the right. And a good pickup there. They'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Let's see if they try to get another snap before the quarter expires. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Arch is going to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Touchdown, Longhorn! Into the end zone for 6. looking for the tie with the extra point. And they did tack on the extra point. So a drive there of 82 yards, and the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Moore. Fires to the tight end. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Hits inside. It's Davison. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And that's the problem with blitzing on defense. You live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. Defense dialed up the pressure, but the offense had a better play call. They ran it away from the blitz, and that's why they were able to be successful.
Oh, pressure's coming. Finds his big tight end. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
On the ground, it's Davison. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Out wide left is Johnson. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Throwing more. Complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
Yeah, nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard. They picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
Dante Moore. Grabs it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking to pass. It's Manning. It's dropped after taking the hit.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
To throw, Manning. Moves to his right. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Autzen. Throws to the wideout. Pick off. What a play to set him up. Taking it the other way. Touchdown Ducks. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Manning fires to the middle. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. And the Longhorns are in the hurry up.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for second down. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Finds a man on the left. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Man, it's players over plays, isn't it? Like, find your guys, find your matchups. They keep finding him on this drive, and he keeps delivering. That's a really good job by the play caller. Don't try to get tricky. Don't try to outsmart yourself. Your guy is better than his guys.
That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Hart's going to spin it again. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. They get to him as he throws. And there are flags flying as the pass falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. So he just lost track of where the line of scrimmage was. The illegal forward pass will wave off the play. Penalty will be accepted. And it's third down, but they're taking no chances. They'll send the field goal unit out before halftime. Splits the uprights right down the middle. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10.
I know they're trailing going into the locker room here at halftime, but kicking that field goal gives them a little bit of a jolt, a little bit of a boost of momentum that they can carry with them into the second half. And there's a lot of football left to go here. I can't wait to see what happens.
And the offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to halftime. As expected, looks as if they'll run it out and go into halftime with a lead. And the Ducks will kick it away to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. From the gun, it's Smothers.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Fires to the wideout. Oh, big fella almost had a pick right there. Instead, it falls incomplete.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You got to catch that and make that a pick.
Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Shoots it to the left. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. A really good return after the interception puts them in business at the 29. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. They'd love nothing more than to take advantage of that early second half turnover and cash in and tack a little bit more onto this lead. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Here's more to throw. Good job just to get rid of that one.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man in the middle. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Tough run here. It's Davison. And he's in. Touchdown, Ducks. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. Back open in the middle. The Longhorns in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Here's Manning to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. The Longhorns want to move quickly. To throw, it's Manning. They're all over him. Fires on the move. Out wide right, it's Coleman. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. They just keep firing. Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. And they make the connection, and he's got it at the 10-yard line, set up with a red zone opportunity.
And obviously trailing in this football game now in the second half, this is exactly what they talked about at halftime. We've got to create some explosive plays in the passing game. They're going to need a lot of this, and the defense is fully aware that they're going to throw the football. But that's a great start to this second half.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with him. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
Here comes the heat. He'll throw it. Oh, he had it, and he dropped it. Almost one of those big plays he's known for. It'll be third down.
Well, this quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
Manning lines up in the gun on third down. Under pressure. He's going to be a little bit short of that first down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble. The give on fourth down. He will be stopped short of the line to gain, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Nice job by the defense on fourth down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that fourth down play. Really good job by this defense.
Running inside, it's Davison. And he can't get past the 2-yard line, but at least they avoided going backwards.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Fires to the tight end. He stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. The give as they work on that clock. Good surge up front, give him 4 out to the 18.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Moore finds the tight end. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
The Ducks are marching down the field. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here.
Going for the big play. He's got it at the 20. Touchdown, Oregon! And the route is on.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35-10. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think...
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Ducks! The defense putting points on the board.